How do you develop self-discipline to achieve a goal or an objective that's really important to you? I'll talk about that in this video. Hello, I'm Stephen Goldberg of Optimus Performance, bringing you practical tips and ideas on leadership, team development, and personal performance in the workplace. Someone recently asked me to do a video on self-discipline. So here it is. I was thinking about self-discipline, and just the word discipline is something that is kind of negative. I mean, when you want to discipline somebody like a child or an employee, it's an unpleasant experience. It's kind of like the last resort you take to correct an undesired behavior. So why would we want to discipline ourselves when we're trying to achieve something that's important to us? And that brings up the question, what is it that we're trying to achieve? What is that goal or objective? And how important is it? I mean, if it's really important, if it's something that we know we're going to get something out of, some great benefit or some achievement, why must we discipline ourselves in order to do what's required to achieve it? And so maybe we need to shift our thinking away from discipline, which is kind of negative, and move it more towards how do we develop the persistence and the consistency to do what needs to be done to achieve that goal or objective. So what is the goal that you want to achieve? How important is it for you? Because if it's not, you're not going to want to do what's required. In my goal planning tutorial and the worksheet that I make available, you could download that. I'll put a link to that video and in the description of this video to where you can download my goal planning worksheet. You know, on the second page, I asked the questions, what do I have the ability to do what's necessary to achieve this goal? And you check it off. And then the second thing is, am I willing to do what's required to take the actions to achieve the goal? Because that's where usually the question of self-discipline comes in. And so we need to think through what's required. And sometimes if we think through, it might scare us. We might think, hey, I don't know if I want to do that, because we look further down the road what may be required, and it's frightening, it's scaring. You know, I don't know if I can do it, I don't know if I have the ability. So you want to start breaking things down to small steps. And so what is that first step? You know, it's kind of like if you want to climb this huge mountain, you're with friends and you get to the bottom of the mountain, you look up and it's like something you've never tried to do before. It's huge. Maybe your friends are in great shape and you know you're 50 pounds overweight and you think, well, how am I ever going to do that? Well, you don't know until you take the first step. And once you get to the hardest part, then you figure out, okay, what tools and equipment, how can my friends help me to get over the next hump, to get to the next step? So it's really starting with that first step and then problem solving from there. How can I get to the next one? So don't worry about the big picture. Just keep the big picture of the benefits of the goal that you want to achieve in mind. That's what's going to drive your motivation. That's the end result that you're seeking. And it's about growth. You know, it's about getting over to the next step, growing, finding out, digging into your resources, using your potential. And that can be a really enjoyable journey. So I hope this helps you with that concept of self-discipline, and make it easy for yourself. Develop the muscle of persistence and consistency, and just don't give up if it's something that's really worthwhile to you. Thanks for listening. Check out some of the other videos in my channel and subscribe if you're not already. Leave a comment, share this video, give it a thumbs up if you like it. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk soon.